Welcome back to another wonderful property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are back again in Frisco, Texas, taking a look at another gorgeous luxury home. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to the builder, Coates Homes, for making this tour possible. I'll be sure to leave all of the information in the description below. Now, starting on the exterior, family, we have that transitional Tudor-style home, and I'm excited to tour this one together. You have the stucco, you notice the high-pitched gables, you have a slate roof as well, and it is elevated slightly. As we do continue, you notice the lush landscaping, really set the tone before you do walk in, and you have the limestone pavers. Really neat feature. Now look at the entrance. Absolutely stunning. Right over here to the right, you notice that you have the gravel and you have a sitting area with the fountain feature. So if you want the peace and solitude, you certainly have that. As we do continue, you have a generous sized covered front porch. You see the arched double front doors and the gas lanterns. Beautiful, and you can imagine it at nighttime. And I'll give you a close up on the double front doors. But let's go ahead and get you inside this beautiful property. Look how incredible this is. So right when you walk into the foyer, you notice the plaster, elegant light fixture. And then right down here, you have the marble checkered tile. Absolutely exquisite. Now, before we do continue, I'm gonna show you the front door from the inside. Look at the arch feature. And then right over here, you have a coat closet. So extremely seamless and elegant, and I love it. Straight ahead, you have the staircase. I want to turn your attention right over here to the left so you can see the primary suite. Incredible. As I pan you upwards, the vaulted ceilings. Look at the wide plank oak floors. You have a king size bed, 2 nightstands. You see the massive windows with the grids inside, bringing in that light. And look at the additional space. So incredible. This overlooks the walkway to and then head into the ensuite. You have the double doors leading you this way. Beautiful Calicotta marble, your built-in tub. Look at the arch windows, and then you see the custom oak cabinetry. So the cool thing is you do have the his and her sinks. You have the gold sconces too. And then a massive walk-in shower. This one is 0 threshold. You have the herringbone pattern tiling right down here. Look at the niche, dual shower heads too, and the shower wand. So a lot of elegant features. Right here to the left, you are going to have the water closet. You see the custom inset oak cabinetry too. And then look at the arch detail. So again, you're going to notice that theme as we continue the rest of the property. You have open shelving. It extends over here to the left, floor to ceiling. You see the rods and the LED strip too, illuminating the wardrobe. You have built-in drawers and just overall a ton of room. Amazing. So again, they didn't skimp on any materials in here. Everything is well thought out, and it always is impressive. Now, I want to take you in as if we're walking in for the first time, heading to the great room. So right off the bat, you see the soapstone herringbone firebox. You have exposed beams, crown molding, and look at the abundance of windows. Amazing. So extremely cozy and intimate, which is always a plus. And you notice the outlets in the baseboards. Exquisite. Now, as we continue to the kitchen, look at the marble counters. You have corner windows overlooking the generous backyard, and then the custom island. You have a panel-ready refrigerator. Look at the vent hood, and then Wolf appliances. So you can imagine hanging out here, cooking your favorite meal, and trust me, you wouldn't be tired of it. Now, the cool thing is you have the double doors leading you to the covered backyard patio. We'll get to that later on in the tour. What I want to turn your attention to first is some of the appliances and the drawers. panel ready dishwasher, the soft close mechanism. You can open up these windows right here if you are entertaining, have the indoor outdoor flow, and you will certainly be happy. Beautiful, no divider in the sink, and then your panel ready refrigerator, Sub-Zero. Impressive. So if that's not enough, you turn this corner, you go to your prep kitchen. You have stacked cabinets, floating shelving. Look at the sconce, your built-in sink, marble counters, and then Wolf appliances on the left side too. Look at all the storage that you have. Now, if you are entertaining, let's say Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, only a few steps away and you'll head to the formal dining. So this one is dual entry. Look at the soft color palette, even the baseboards and the crown molding, and the ceiling is painted. Beautiful. So we'll go ahead and continue. You see the oak floors again, right there to the left. We'll bring you right out to the staircase, but I want to show you this area. So this is extremely versatile, right? So you see the quartzite countertops and backsplash and the way that complements the custom cabinetry. Now, this is a lounge. You can use this as an office. That's perfectly, feasible. You see the dual pocket doors and then the open shelving. So just overall extremely elegant. You have a panel ready ice maker too, and beverage fridge. There's your ice maker. And look at this storage. Incredible. Now, this would be going into the garage. Then this is the mud room right here. You have 2 laundry rooms as well. So that's always a plus. Look at the tiling in here. You have your room for your stackable washer and dryer. Now they are finalizing some touches in here. You'll notice some things, but I had to get you in here. And again, thank you so much to Coach Homes for making this tour possible. And then this is your 3-car garage. You have epoxy flooring again. You have plenty of driveway available. And right over there to the right, you have that quick access door for ease of access. So a lot going on. We've seen the first level. This is the powder bath. Look at the wallpaper. So this will be right underneath the staircase. Even the marble counters. Some nice features throughout. Oftentimes this may have been just a storage closet, but in this instance, you have a powder bath. Okay, so now you have the curved staircase. Look at the iron railing and then the massive windows. So right off the bat, you notice the wide plank oak floors back here, but look at the built-in cabinetry, shaker style, even that shiplap look, but you can hang out here and entertain your guests. Also, the neat thing is you don't need to walk throughout the entire home to get to the staircase. You only need to walk a couple of steps from the entrance and you'll be up here. Okay, so now your second laundry room. You got a folding counter, some cabinetry in there, shaker style. You got a sink with marble. And look at the storage that you get. Even on this side too, you have some more storage. Impressive. So we'll start over here to the right and work our way around. Got your storage closet again, 0 carpet. You'll have a shared bathroom. You'll see that in just a second on the left. But in here, you have an ensuite. So a ton of room. This one is ready to be bought. So like I said, I try to at least my absolute best to bring you the best of the best and get you first access if possible, right? So you have a pocket door separating here. Look at the marble. Even that floating mirror too, and that window. Got the shower niche and that beautiful shower surround. So absolutely stunning. This is the second property we had the good fortune of seeing by Coates. Their first one, you folks seem to like them, so hopefully we'll showcase them a little bit more on the channel moving forward. All right, so next bedroom, you can open up that window, get a breath of fresh air. Tall baseboards that extends to the second level. And this is going to be our shared bathroom. You see the pocket door leading you right back out there to the hallway. It is generously sized. You have a shower tub combo, but no need to worry about the shower curtain. And then look at this vanity right here, family. The way it contrasts with the gold handle. Impressive. So right behind me is the walk-in closet. Again, another pocket door. Extremely roomy. Now, the cool thing is, this is the first time we've seen a Tudor-style home on this property. I know you probably can find it on YouTube, but I was hesitant at first, gosh, about a year ago or so, to showcase a Tudor-style home. I didn't know how you folks would respond to it, but hopefully you love this one. You have a storage closet there, long hallway again. You've seen that theme from the additional bedrooms that we had come from. And then your two other ones are right over here. So that makes for a total of 5 bedrooms. The way the natural light floods this property is incredible. A generous sized walk-in closet too. Now there's still at least a toss-up right now between Nashville and Texas, finding out who has the better properties. And really, I've said this before, with to each his own. It's always mixed. But we can't deny that Texas has some beautiful properties. And also, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments if you want to see some other properties, maybe a couple years old or completely renovated. Let me know. I'm often showcasing only new construction for the most part. Okay, look at the oval window here. So you can imagine how it looks from the outside too. It's always a good feature to include inside of a property. And then right across the hall, you have your 5th and final bedroom. So again, you see the tall baseboards. You could fit a queen bed in here, extremely comfortable, and still have some room to play with. Hopefully I'm not being too slow for you. Look at the elegant sconces. I mean, gosh, each ensuite that we've been in had a ton of room. The inset, the shaker style, and a generous sized walk-in shower. And then also they included another oval window. Okay. So a lot of room inside of the bedrooms, the closets, the bathrooms. Goodness. And all we need to see now is the backyard. So with this being a guard-gated community, right? It's more of a boutique community, but you still have close proximity to the highways so you can get in and out with ease. You know, they're doing a lot of new development out in Salina, Prosper, and here in Frisco. So folks are getting in while they can. And then you can imagine hanging right out here, that cozy and intimate feeling, perfect in time for the holidays. Okay, so look at this, family, that sleek fireplace. Look at the wood soffit. This is incredible. The soapstone herringbone pattern firebox. You have plenty of yard. Even over here, you see the gravel. That'll bring you out to that sitting area. So you can imagine if you're hanging out there, if you didn't want to use the front door to go out there and just, you know, hang out, socialize with some of your neighbors possibly, then you can just head right back out there. But if you prefer not to, of course, you can head out here. Now, right down here, you see the limestone again. And then this is from the outside, the corner windows where you can slide that open and entertain your guests. And then if that's not enough, look at the generous sized backyard. You have the privacy fencing, but oh my goodness, a lot of room to work with. If you wanted to build the pool down the road, you can certainly do that. Look at this. That automatically comes down, has that screen, so you don't have to worry about the mosquitoes, which we know is out here in Texas. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful Tudor-style home right here in Frisco, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular property. Is this something you could see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.